In the heart of a small village near the Limpopo River stood an ancient baobab tree. For generations, this majestic tree had been the source of the village's prosperity. Its thick trunk and sprawling branches were a symbol of strength and endurance, and its magical powers ensured fertile lands, abundant harvests, and good health. Every year, the villagers held a grand festival to honor the baobab, offering thanks and celebrating its gifts. But this year, as the festival approached, the villagers noticed something alarming. The baobab's leaves were withering, its bark was cracking, and its once vibrant aura was fading. The elders, wise and knowledgeable in the ways of nature, were at a loss. Desperation filled the village as they faced the prospect of losing their beloved tree and the prosperity it brought. Thandi, a resourceful and brave young girl, could not bear to see her home in despair. She approached the village elders and offered to embark on a journey into the mystical forests to find a solution. The elders, knowing of her courage and cleverness, agreed and provided her with a sacred amulet set to guide and protect her. The mystical forests were known to be home to all manner of creatures and spirits. As Thandi ventured deeper, the vibrant greenery seemed to close in around her, and the sounds of the forest grew louder and more ominous. She soon encountered her first challenge, a cunning jackal named Malusi, known for his trickery. Malusi blocked her path, demanding she solve his riddle to pass. What walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs at noon, and 3 in the evening? Thandi pondered the riddle, her mind racing. Then she remembered a story her grandmother had told her. A human, she answered confidently. As a baby, we crawl on all 4s, as an adult we walk on 2 legs, and in old age, we use a cane. Malusi, impressed by her wisdom, allowed her to pass but warned her of greater challenges ahead. Continuing her journey, Thandi reached the River of Spirits, a wide and treacherous waterway guarded by the spirit of the river, Momiwata. Momiwata emerged from the water, her form shimmering and ethereal. She challenged Thandi to navigate the river without touching the water, a task that seemed impossible. Remembering the amulet, Thandi held it high, and to her surprise, a path of lily pads appeared. Carefully, she hopped from pad to pad, balancing and concentrating with all her might. Midway across, the lily pads began to sink. In a moment of panic, she calmed herself and realized the amulet glowed brighter when she focused. Using her determination and clear mind, she completed the crossing. Momiwata, acknowledging Thandi's perseverance and cleverness, blessed her with a vial of enchanted water, saying it might be useful in her quest. As Thandi delved deeper into the forest, she encountered the spirit of the ancient baobab itself, a wise old being with deep, knowing eyes. The spirit spoke of a sacred ritual that needed to be performed to restore the tree's powers. Thandi had to gather 3 sacred artifacts, the feather of truth from the wise eagle, the stone of strength from the mighty elephant, and the heart of the forest, a rare flower guarded by the spirits. Each task brought new challenges. The eagle demanded Thandi solve a puzzle about truth and deception, while the elephant required a test of strength and determination. Finally, the heart of the forest could only be found by those pure of heart. Thandi, with her unyielding spirit, managed to gather all 3. The first challenge led Thandi to a high cliff where the wise eagle nested. The eagle, with its piercing eyes, greeted her with a riddle. Tell me, young one, what is light as a feather yet cannot be held for long? Thandi thought deeply, recalling tales of wisdom her elders shared around the fire. A secret, she replied, for it is light to carry but heavy on the heart if kept too long. The eagle, satisfied with her answer, presented her with a brilliant feather that shimmered in the sunlight. You have proven your wisdom, Thandi. Take this feather of truth and continue your journey. Next, Thandi ventured to the grassy plains where the mighty elephant roamed. The elephant, towering and majestic, tested her strength and resolve. To earn the stone of strength, you must lift the spirit of the earth. Show me your determination. Thandi, though small, approached a large rock and tried to lift it. Despite her efforts, the rock did not budge. Exhausted, she sat and pondered. Then she noticed small stones around her and began to move them one by one, creating a path for the elephant. The elephant, seeing her perseverance and clever thinking, trumpeted in approval. You have shown true strength, not of body, but of spirit and mind. Here is the stone of strength, the elephant said, giving her a glowing stone. The final challenge took Thandi to the deepest part of the forest, where the heart of the forest bloomed. This rare flower was protected by the forest spirits who only revealed it to the pure of heart. Thandi walked softly, singing a lullaby her mother used to sing, her voice gentle and kind. The spirits, moved by her purity and the beauty of her song, guided her to a hidden glade where the heart of the forest bloomed in all its glory. She carefully plucked the flower, feeling a profound connection to the forest and its spirits. With all three artifacts in her possession, Thandi felt a surge of hope. She made her way back to her village, the path illuminated by the glow of the enchanted items she carried. Returning to her village, Thandi was welcomed as a hero. The villagers, filled with hope, gathered around the ancient baobab tree, eager to witness the ritual that would restore its magical powers. The elders guided Thandi in preparing the sacred space around the tree, creating intricate patterns on the ground with colored sands and arranging the artifacts at the base of the baobab. Thandi stood before the tree, holding the feather of truth, the stone of strength, and the heart of the forest. She felt a profound connection to the land and her ancestors, knowing that their wisdom and courage flowed through her. The villagers watched in silence, their eyes filled with anticipation and trust. Thandi began the ritual, chanting ancient words taught to her by the elders. As she spoke, the feather of truth glowed brightly, its light piercing the twilight. She placed the feather at the tree's roots, and the ground seemed to hum with energy. Next, she held the stone of strength, feeling its weight and power, and placed it beside the feather. The baobab's bark began to shimmer with a faint glow. Finally, she took the heart of the forest, the rare flower pulsating with life, and gently laid it between the feather and the stone. The combination of these artifacts caused the tree to vibrate and pulse with an otherworldly light, illuminating the entire village. Just as the tree's transformation seemed imminent, a sudden and fierce wind swept through the village, extinguishing torches and causing the villagers to gasp in fear. Out of the swirling dust, a dark figure emerged, Nyoka, a mythical serpent believed to be the guardian of ancient magic. Nyoka, with her scales glistening and eyes glowing, slithered towards the baobab, her presence commanding and intimidating. Who dares to awaken the ancient magic? Nyoka hissed, her voice echoing through the night. The villagers trembled, but Thandi stepped forward, her heart pounding yet her resolve unwavering. Nyoka fixed her piercing gaze on Thandi. To truly restore the baobab, you must prove your worthiness one final time. Answer me this: what is the true source of a community's strength? Thandi, though frightened, remembered all she had learned on her journey. She recalled the wisdom of the eagle, the strength of the elephant, and the purity of the forest spirits. She looked at the villagers, seeing their unity and love. It is not magic or power, Thandi said with conviction. The true source of a community's strength is the bond between its people, their bravery, wisdom, and the support they give each other. Nyoka's eyes softened, and she nodded slowly. You have answered wisely, Thandi. You possess the qualities of a true guardian. Nyoka raised her head towards the baobab and chanted in a language older than time itself. The tree responded, its bark healing and leaves unfurling in vibrant green. The glow intensified, spreading warmth and light throughout the village. The villagers cheered, their joy echoing in the night air. Thandi, exhausted but triumphant, felt a deep sense of fulfillment. The baobab, now fully restored, stood as a testament to the power of bravery, wisdom, and community. The village's prosperity returned, and the annual festival took on new meaning, celebrating not just the tree, but the spirit of unity and resilience that Thandi embodied. As the festival reached its peak, Thandi looked out over her village, feeling a sense of peace. But deep within the forest, a faint, mysterious glow began to pulse, hinting at new challenges and adventures yet to come. The elders spoke of new omens, and whispers of another quest began to circulate. For now, the village rejoiced, but the suspense lingered in the air. Thandi knew that her journey was far from over, and that her courage and cleverness would be called upon again. Thank you for joining us on Thandi's incredible journey to save the enchanted baobab tree. If you enjoyed this story and want to see more captivating tales that celebrate bravery, wisdom, and the power of community, don't forget to like this video if you were inspired by Thandi's adventure. Subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories from around the world. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What was your favorite part of the story? How did Thandi's journey resonate with you? Share this video with friends and family who love a good adventure and meaningful storytelling. Stay tuned for more enchanting folk tales and let us know which stories you'd like to hear next. Together, we can keep the magic of these tales alive. See you in the next video.